Hmm. I'm a little bit early. That's okay. Uh, Being early is kind of a good thing. Uh, I'm gonna take my glasses off for a minute. I can't hardly see out of the dang things anymore. And the reflection of the screen on my glasses, but that's the way it is. Okay, let's see. Okay, pink and green today. Okay, there ain't nobody in here yet, so I'm kind of waiting because I did go awfully early. Okay, uh, I was trying to think about what I needed to bring up here or how to do this on a stream, how to share my screen on YouTube. Right there. Okay. I see it now. Hello, hello. Hi, you all. Yeah, I'm early. I realize that, but I have been using StreamYard to go live, and today I decided I'd just use YouTube, and I wasn't sure how things actually work on YouTube because I haven't used it that much. So I actually come on a little bit early. How are you doing? You all? You typing? Mm. 3 people caught me early. That's cool. I did go awfully early, guys. Sorry, I was supposed to go at 6, and you know how it is. Oh, they'll be around. They'll be around. Like you said, I went off 15 minutes earlier than I should have. I wanted to see how I looked in this here new hat I found. I guess I've had it a long time, but hadn't worn it. It was in my closet. I was going through things and found it. Anyway, I'm doing all right. Who else is here? Got 4 people watching. Just chime in for a minute, say hi. Would be nice just to say hi. Anyway, let me put it up. I haven't got it on live chat. I've just got on. I need to put it on live chat. Okay. All right. What life? Greetings to you two. I'm kind of waiting to put it out there. I got some good news. Yeah, I do. I got some really good news. Hi, Linty. Hello, dear. How are you? Hey, while I went a little early, I because I'm excited. You know, God does wonderful things when you simply ask. Sometimes I just sit here and say, "Well, Lord, you know what I need." And you'll get it to me whenever you're ready. I know that, but kind of stressful, you know. I know your time, not my time. I know that and understand it. It just sometimes I get a little rushed, but he has a way of doing things that if you just pay attention, listen, you can see the little windows opening up for you so he can make the things that you want come true. I mean, they don't just poof and appear on your. No, they don't just show up, okay? And I told you to quit. Now, go lay down. Well, I've always said that he's going to give me exactly what I need when I need it and not a second sooner than I need it. Well, at the truck Trump train here in Branson, I got up that morning and I had to jump my truck. Well, I thought, well, maybe it sat there too long or something, so I had to jump my truck. Well, I drove around for a while and let it run for a while and sat and waited for the Trump train to arrive so I could follow them in, and I did. And then I got in the lot and I turned my truck off. When it come time to start my truck back up again, the battery was dead. Well, that don't happen in my truck normally. I got a 900-watt alternator out of a semi truck and a great big battery in that truck, so it found it quite unusual. So, realized that my battery was old. Yeah, it'd been in there a while. And so I just, oh well, guess I won't be driving the truck because unless the Lord up and gives me some money, I ain't going to be driving that truck. So, and then baby started breaking out again. She's losing hair and scratching and itching, and I've done all the homeopathic things like the castor oil and the coconut oil and the vinegar in the apple cider vinegar in the water and half and half for body trazodone, antifungal creams. I've done everything and it's just getting worse. So I knew, Lord, she really needs to go to a vet. Now I've done everything, that I think I can do, everything I'm reading and everything folks is telling me. So Lord, she really needs to go to the vet. Okay. I got 8 more minutes to kill here before I tell the ending of this here story, because I told people that I was going to go live at 6, but I got 7 folks in here already, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, long story short, they've up and raised my rent, since the sleepy person and the cackle, since the cackle and the snoozer got in office, that my landlord has raised my rent from $350 a month to $550 a month. Now my income has remained exactly the same, and I don't draw any bones about it. I draw $943 a month. Period. Now I get my SNAP and I get my extra food card, okay? I'm not going hungry or without my medications, okay, that I need. That's not happening, okay? But the electric bill went up from 18 cents a kilowatt hour to 24 cents a kilowatt hour. That ain't good. Now I'm lucky my insurance didn't go up because I don't drive more than about 50 miles a day average, if that, okay? 50 a week. So because I don't put a lot of miles on my car, I have a great discount on my insurance on my travel trailer, my truck, and my car. So that hasn't changed, luckily, but the interest on my credit card went up. I only used my credit card when I have to have auto truck repairs, and I still ain't paid off for my trip to the convoy on getting the truck repaired. But I'm paying on it $100 a month. Now I'm up to $650. Okay, there's some things that I needed. Okay, just flat needed for my RV and things like that. So I ended up with a bill. I needed a shed. I'll tell you truthfully, I needed a shed, and they park finally agreed to let us get a shed if we got a certain kind of shed. That was $900 on my Lowe's credit card, and I'm paying that off for $60 a month, but I'm paying it off. I'll get it there. Just gonna take me some time, because you take that much out of someone's check, and we still got to pay the telephone bill and the net. I got my internet really super cheap. I pulled some strings. I got my internet really cheap, $10 a month, and I'm cool with that. But not when they raised my rent like they did. Well, anyway, so by chance, I went online to watch the Board of Aldermen meeting uh, to see what was happening in Branson. And when I turned it on, there was Lloyd Bronson. Lloyd Bronson was telling the city about how he was going to have a contest to save the children, charity contest at the Freedom Experience Encounter Theater. And I was like, oh yeah. Now the contest, he said, I thought he said 30, but apparently he only said 10. Was that 10 seconds you got to tell what you would do if you were president. Now this is Laura Logan was there, and one of the Ruth, one of the city council members. There was two other judges, but they were all there, and their main focus is on these children that are going missing, and this human driving into our country uh, is bad. And so I thought about that when I thought about what I was going to say in just 10 seconds. I'd planned a 30-second one because I thought he said 30 seconds. But now when I get there, I'm told that it's only 10 seconds. And I figured out what I was going to say because it was the most poignant towards the idea of these 800,000 children missing and all of that stuff that's going on. And I got up there and I gave my little saying, and they asked me my name. I'm gonna treat you to what I did, okay, at the contest. All right. They said, okay, what's your name? I said, well, my name's Jessica Josephus Aloysius Cornelius Orange Boston Cone Alexander Primrose Jr., but I got a feeling you ain't going to be able to remember that. Folks around here call me Cousin Jessie. And she says, the MC says, okay, Cousin Jessie, yeah, get in 10 seconds, tell us what you would do if you were president. I said, I'd tell all the leaders of the DOJ and the FBI and the CIA and more to pack their bags and show them the door. That's what I did. That's what I did. I did do that. And you know what? I won first place. Well, I tied. They decided to have 2 first place winners and 2 second place winners. They couldn't make up their minds. But that's okay. Because the winning prize is enough to buy a battery from my truck, take my dog to the vet and get her any medication or whatever that she might need, you know, and still have enough to pay on my rent. And that's a blessing. They just don't come any better than that. And it came right when I needed it. Here comes the 1st of October. And October's a big month. And then right after that is the Convoy of Honor. Oh, I got some news. I got a phone call the other day from the North Pole. Yes, I did. And I talked to Mr. Santa Claus, and he wanted to know when and where our picnic was going to be. And I told him it was at the Table Rock State Park on the 10th of November. He said, well, how about I just drop by? I said, oh, Santa, that would be so cool. So cool to have him just drop by. So Santa is coming on the 10th of November to the Convoy of Honor, the State Park Pavilion. Bring your kids. Let's take some pictures. You know, and I'm never too old to sit on Santa's lap and get my picture taken. And I don't think anybody in the convoy is much older than me unless it would be old Butch. Okay? Okay? I don't think so. So, if I can sit on Santa's lap, y'all come and y'all can get a picture with Santa. And I just think it would be so cool for the picture books and the live streams for all of us folks, kids, old men, old women, young men, young women, sit on Santa's lap and get that picture taken. Okay, I think that's going to be fun. Sorry, guys, I had to put it on slow mode because of the fact that I can't read them fast enough. They go away on me. Hi, Judy, Elk Wallace, Mobos, Judy Baird. Hello, hello, hello. Lynn T, I seen you. Yeah, but I'm going to switch subjects here for just a minute, okay? And I'd like to tell you about, I'd like to get this message out to Mr. Donald J. Trump. Sir, you've rallied us. You got us in your back pocket. We know what it is that you want us to do. You know you need to get out to vote, but you don't need to go out in public no more. Honey, with Elon Musk, you could set you up a really nice live stream studio, and you wouldn't have to worry about a park or a big arena or anything like that. And sir, you could reach more people every time you go on live. Why, Mr. Elon Musk got billions of people following him. I don't have as many, but they're Benny and Tucker and Cunningham, and there's a whole lot of folks out here. Laura, Eric, you got all them folks that have the ability. Mr. John Bongino, okay, that have followers that would co-stream your live stream, sir. We got to get you to Washington, D.C. on January 20th alive. We'll do our part. I promise you, we'll do our part to save this country. But we need you to do your part because I can't think of anyone that we could replace you with should any of those alive taken teams out there were to harm you. So I know rallies is fun. Rallies have a lot of energy. And there's a positive energy that comes from a rally. But I'm going to tell you what, them people sitting outside last night watching on the big screen was having just as much enthusiasm as those indoors. Please stay safe. That's my prayer and my request. And if anyone gets this out to the man, let him know that I know Biden succeeded from the basement, but your chances of succeeding from the basement are greater than your chances of succeeding if you're out in the open. Okay. All right, everybody. I've said what I've had to say to Mr. Trump, but I think we got about a quarter of the book field of signatures. We're inviting Donald J. Trump to come to Branson to kick off the first National Military Appreciation Month in the month of May of 2025. Now, our Branson Airport is quite capable of landing Air Force One, and we have the rooms, condos, and accommodations to handle a lot of people, and we sure hope he comes. But I put a little bit of kink in it, see? I'm going to get it all filled out in the booklet and get the formal invitation printed up, put it in an envelope, and I'm going to give it to Mr. Brian Seitz. He's our state representative. And he's going to make sure that it gets in the hand of Mr. Josh Hawley to be stamped, sent, signed, return receipt to Donald J. Trump. Hope he accepts my invitation to come to the heart of America to greet the troops in May, because if he comes, my younger soldiers will come. And Branson starts the healing of PTSD with citywide love, honor, and respect from every store, every restaurant, every motel, and every theater. And it is that overwhelming love and respect for our vets that starts the healing process. I've had thousands of soldiers tell me that it is the camaraderie and love and loyalty that comes out of Branson that heals their PTSD and keeps them coming back year after year. So, y'all, we do have a few requests. I talked with the the police department, Branson Police Department, and they would escort us, but they've got to cover their overtime costs, which would be about $45 per officer. The number of officers needed would be at least 6 or 7, because it depends on how long we are. It could only be 5, where they could leapfrog from one light to the other, depending on how long we are between mites. So, y'all pray that there's some way that the good Lord manages to send enough money now to cover the police officers. I think that would be just totally awesome for our crews to be escorted by the Branson Police Department. I just would, we also are in need of covering the fuel expenses for the God and Country stage truck. He's bringing that truck all the way from Utah, and the only thing he's asking is to be reimbursed for his fuel. If somebody's capable of putting together a lottery or a raffle or something like that to help raise the fuel funds for the God and Country stage, please do. It's Convoy of Honor on Facebook. You can become a member and let us know what you're doing, and you can let me know on Facebook. I'm Mona Miller on Facebook. And you can put it in my community page. If you have any idea of how we're going to be able to raise the funds for the cops and the stage. Other than that, I think we pretty much got it covered with everything else. So those are the only two things that, we're not paying for porta potties or dumpsters, and we're not paying for reefer trucks or anything like that this year. We have a full kitchen over here to cook in. So we don't have to have refrigeration and all of that. So we're hoping that somebody will help us get the stage. If God wants us to have a stage, he'll find a way, either through me speaking here or talking about it on the Facebook page, or he just sends out a blessing to somebody and somebody says, hey, I want to bless you with the music. That's what can happen. I'm going to leave it in his hands because I can't do anything about it myself. Okay? I really can't. I managed to cover my cost of my campsite thanks to my winnings. There was enough to do that too. So I managed to cover that. So y'all take it easy. Have a great evening, and I'll see you on the corner. All right. Bye bye.